So, season 3 is a wrap. But can anyone tell me who this guy is? It's really bothering me. I don't know who he is. I talked to people around the internet, and they told me he was heavily involved in season 1. In fact, he beat up Subaru halfway through season 1. But I don't remember him. I think he also was heavily involved in the battle against Beetlejuice, but I still don't know who he is. It's bothering me, just incredibly bothering me. So I'll just go over season 3 briefly. And to be telling me the truth, the most ReZero episode we had was episode 2. Let's face it, ReZero, one of the biggest parts is the looping. And the fact that we only got 2 loops, it was kind of a letdown, but yeah, they wanted to go a different direction this season. Of the first half, obviously the best fight was Subaru and Krush going up against one of the Gluttony brothers, the elder one, I believe. Well, the one is better dressed. Wasn't involved in season 2. And ended up being the introduction of Capella. Now, the problem is Capella is her dragon form can't be taken seriously. I'm sorry, when you stick your tongue out, what am I supposed to do? Really? Of course, it does lead me to one of the biggest disappointments of the season, the conclusion of Regulus Cornelius. Once again, in season 2, they built this guy up like he was a tour de force. Something you cannot take lightly. And the fact that he really got beaten up. I mean, granted, he didn't take any damage most of the time, but he really got beaten up in the fight with our favorite Dr. Manhattan, Reinhard von Austria. By the way, it was also great to see the Austria family come together in this season, basically watching the reason why they cannot be together. Wilhelm can't communicate with his grandson. Wilhelm's son is kind of a disappointment. And the one glue they had, well, she's a zombie. Also leads me to the best fight of the year. And I gotta put it down. The best fight was Kurgan vs. Garfield. I love the animation. I thought the animation was excellent. I thought the action was excellent. Everything. It just seemed like 2 combatants who really respect each other. Something that we didn't really see much in ReZero. Also, why did the Archbishop of Gluttony, only get to face Otto? Really? Otto? Yeah, sorry, Otto is not a guy I consider a major factor in fight. I mean, granted, he could beat up Subaru, but Subaru has the ability to obviously die and come back for round 2, round 3. And now, of course, we got to talk about, obviously, the episode at hand. Yeah, the finale came. I mean, granted, we have to conclude the fight with Gluttony, which, by the way, from the previous episode, I know the other Gluttony brother was fighting this guy. Who is this guy? I don't know. We never really saw the end of that. I really have to say this. I think Felt's going to have to start answering questions, especially to Megamine. The fact that she did an explosion spell. If you're looking for an explanation of why Rui took this form, you're out of luck. If she had taken her true form, she would have had the same reaction. However, we did find out a lot in the exchange between Gluttony and Felt. Although I did like the fact that she called out, I was like, you're going by a made-up name. And I'm sitting here like, didn't she just explain that the name was just given to her by a person that found her on the street? Of course it's made up! But of course, we found out that Gluttony's powers don't work with Felt, which leads to a lot more questions than answers. Now, there's a lot of implications. She is somewhat involved with the royal family. Either she's actually one of the lost princesses, or she might actually be entangled with them. But the fact that Gluttony couldn't erase her memories or her name only tells me that there's more to the story, that she might actually be involved with one of the other religions, especially with the cults, or even the witches themselves. And now we get back, and we finally see Subaru and Emilia talking about what they just went through. Even having another exchange with Wrath, who ironically isn't dead. I know, simply getting sliced in half and then being thrown off a bridge probably should have did her in. But nope, she's a lot more resilient. Except for chains. For some reason, when she's chained up, she's absolutely powerless. I mean, yeah, she does act creepy, but she's been acting that way all the way through. And don't forget, she would meat hook Subaru in a moment's notice, like in episode 2. And of course, then we have Al, and I don't know why we even question Al's loyalty. Problem with Al is he's exactly what He's the trope of the wild card. Of course he's supposed to act very suspicious at times. He doesn't allow anybody to really see him fight. He likes hanging out in the shadows. And then finally, we are talking about what to do about all the citizens that got affected. And Emilia simply has one simple solution. That's right, she froze them. All those insect people in ice.
I was frozen today!
Although I really love this quote by Priscilla. And then we move on. Many of the storylines we kind of forgot exist was given a quick montage for conclusion. Garfield returning to children, Lusfeld and Tina getting together, and this guy in the building, it's killing me. Who is he? And that's the end of season 3. But don't worry, there'll be a season 4. Guaranteed now. This season, for all intents and purposes, was kind of a case where it kept building up, had some couple good, cool fights, and that's really it. It almost seemed like Theresia von Austria's fight was kind of the conclusion. I mean, granted, it is part of the story. We know Capella does not get involved in any death scenes or anything. They are pretty much going by the source material. So that's it. I'm done for the year, right? It's not like I have another show to deal with. Yeah, next month is, doesn't it? Well, I guess until then, goodbye. It's been fun doing the ReZero live streams. It's time for me to check out. Bye.